Welcome everybody. Today I am in Toledo, T-O-L-E-D-O, Toledo, like Holy Toledo. Well, I'm not in Ohio. I am in Toledo, Spain. As you can see, it's 9:30 at night and really we still have a little bit of light, but I want to take a night stroll in this beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous little city. Population 51,000 people, really a small town, but with so much history. Holy Toledo in the United States, it is sister city of the city of Toledo here. Okay, so let's see how it goes with the lights and the street lights and everything. So Toledo, it is just 1 hour south of the city of Madrid. You can come by car, it's super easy, there's a high speed as well. So really the city of Toledo is very easy to reach. Okay, the city of Toledo means comes from a Roman word Toletum, that means constructed height, and as you can see they're all hills for everywhere, right? So really it's an amazing town. As I said, 51,000 people living in the city of Toledo. Unfortunately for a lot of people, this city is just a day trip from Madrid. Just 1 hour drive back and forth, that's all they do. But it's incredible if you get to sleep in Toledo, because really there's a lot of silence and there's not too many people staying over here. In fact, in the old quarter of the city of Toledo, there's only 10,000 people living in here. So really very small, very petite, and everybody gets to know everybody. So it's a great place to get lost. And in fact, the city of Toledo is a labyrinth. It's a huge labyrinth, very easy to get lost. I've been walking around all day long. I've got lost like 3 or 4 times. But there's a cathedral, huge cathedral, that you get to see all the way at the distance. So hey, when you get to see the cathedral, you know you're not lost, you know where to go. And you see it all the way. No matter where you are, you're gonna find that cathedral. Okay, that was a very close car. You see the cathedral all the way at the back there? So that's all the way where we want to go. So the city of Toledo really dates to before Roman times. I think it started with the Romans. The Romans settled here. They gave the city of Toletum, the name to the city. Then when the Roman Empire failed, we have to understand that the Visigoths, they came over here. The Visigoths, they were these barbarians that they were coming from Northern Europe. And the Visigoths, first of all, we already were Christian here at the time by the Milan's edict. Settled as a very not organized. That was a difficult word for me to say. Unorganized? Is that a word? Unorganized is a word? Well, and not a very organized civilization, okay? But they were Christian, which made it kind of easy for everybody to come over here. Okay, let me turn the camera around to kink. So, after the Visigoths, then in the 711, when the Muslims came, they settled in the city of Toledo. Then in the Reconquista, years later, we became back Christian. So really it's been a very complicated city because it has had all the cultures living inside of the city. So really an amazing thing. One of the things that I love about Toledo is that history is written in here. Where is it written at? Well, in the stones. You see this church in here. Okay, let's say the bike goes by. Okay, delivery people. So all of these stones at the bottom, those are Roman walls. Okay, that's part of the Roman wall. As we go higher, on top of the Roman pagan church or temple, you see that white line that we have there. That is Visigoth. That is from the 5th, 6th century. Okay, that's Christianity. And then when the Moors came, the Muslims came, the 711, they constructed the top of the tower today, but that construction made of brick is massive, and that was a minaret where the Almohadin would come out and call to pray. What they did is, okay, years later, we took out that Muslim symbol and we put bells. So in one tower you have all the history of the city of Toledo. One of the great things about Toledo is that having all of this history and all of these things going on, we have to add up the Judaism, because the Jewish community, the Sephardic community in Spain, they came here and they settled. Okay, so we have the three monotheistic religions living together in one same place. That's why all around Toledo you're gonna find this, La Judería de Toledo, the Jewish quarter of Toledo. Okay, so really, Toledo is a very, very important city. Probably the most important thing that happened here, I would say, is that, strangely enough, these three religions, they lived in peace, which is kind of strange. If we go to today's history, many places in the world, they do not live in peace after so many centuries. In the city of Toledo, as long as you paid, no matter who was ruling, if it was the Muslims or the Christians, they would accept the other religions. Okay? You just pay your duties to whoever is your boss, you know, and you leave me alone. You can pray to whoever you want, which is what I think should be done today. You know, religion should be all about love and respect the others. So in here in the city of Toledo, they did it and they lived it, which I think it's incredible, because we have a cathedral, we have a synagogue, several synagogues back in time, and several mosques. So imagine at that time they gave us a lesson. We can live in peace, which is something that unfortunately today is not one of those things. So anyway, let's keep on walking in this dark, beautiful night in Toledo. Look at the cathedral up there. Isn't she beautiful? Wow. The thing is that, as I was telling you, on the 7-11, the Moors, the Moorish, they came over here, they settled, and Christians were allowed to be here, Jews were allowed to be here, they were okay. The thing is that in the year 1085, Alfonso VI of Castile reconquered the city for Christianity, but the Muslims, they were also allowed to be here. They didn't need to go, they could stay. Fine with me, you can stay, go ahead, it's perfect. So those are great things. Then it became the most powerful. Well, one of the good things about Toledo is that you have tiny little narrow alleys. By the way, connection might be a little bit weak and I might break a little, but I'll be back in no time. Okay, that's the magic of this city. Everywhere you go, there are dark little alleys, super secure. Okay, so that's not a big problem. The security in here, it's like everybody knows everybody and it's super quiet. Anyway, I was telling you that in 1885 we became back Christian, but then when the Catholic kings got married, Toledo was the capital of Spain. Okay, and remember that in 1492 Spain, the Catholic monarchs, they discovered America and they became the big Christian empire. We were the biggest empire in the world, and the city of Toledo was the biggest. It was the capital of that empire. So really an amazing, amazing thing. So much power in this city. The thing is that at that moment, the church had a lot of power. Well, let me stop here for a sec. Look at these beautiful, beautiful balconies that we have everywhere around. Okay? These patios, so beautiful and so peaceful. So I was telling you that the Catholic kings, they had this as their capital city of the big empire of Spain. Okay, I don't want to keep on going because there's a beautiful thing right there that I want to show it to you with all this splendor. The thing is that the big empire was mixed or had a huge problem with the bishops and the archbishops and the Pope. Why? Because both of them, Christianity and the Crown of Castile, they want to have power. So what the grandson of the Catholic kings in the year 1561, Philip II, he did is he moved the capital city of Spain from here to the city of Madrid, which is a little bit centrally more located geographically, but also it is away from the religious power that was here in the city of Toledo. So let me turn the camera around, because take a look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God. Okay, so this is the Cathedral of Toledo. A magnifico temple. But it really symbolizes something. Let me go to the square, to the main piazza of Toledo. Okay. Look at it. It's so gorgeous. So beautiful. So what is the problem? The political problem, okay, which I think it's easy to see. See this. Okay, let me show it to you, because it makes a lot of sense if you just see sizes. This was the political government of Toledo. Today it is the central government of the Castile region. Okay, beautiful, impressive. But as you can see, I can pretty much on the camera. Okay, up there, all the heads, the big empire, the Spanish Empire, looking to east and west. Now, if we turn to the right, all of these. Hola, Emily, such a beautiful church. It is gorgeous. All of this huge that I cannot frame. There's no way I can frame all of this in my telephone. All this huge thing, it was and still is palace. So who has more power? The bishop, humongous palace, or the crown of Spain? That's why the crown of Spain moved from here all the way to Madrid, because they said, we're this little, we cannot grow, let's get the power out of here. So in the year 1561, the kings moved it, and the city of Toledo again, the city. Okay, so really an impressive, very, very impressive part of the history. And as we were saying, Emily, what an amazing temple. Well, I don't know if on the camera you get to see the green part is made of copper all the way on top. You see it has 3 rings. Imagine how much power that this cathedral had. Those 3 rings, they represent the 3 rings of the Pope's hat. Okay, which means that they have the same power, pretty much like the Pope. So imagine how much power. You have to think that this church is the Catholic Church of the Catholic Kingdom, that time the most powerful kingdom in the world. So they had a lot of power. Okay? So really an amazing, exquisite political religion and the whole thing. So to me, the city of Toledo really, it's an it's a Gothic temple. It's gorgeous. If you could see inside, incredible. So in 1561, let's say that the city of Toledo comes down of power. It's not anymore the powerful city. So the cultural people in Toledo, what they wanted to do was to bring the best of the best. And one of the people who came was a Greek gentleman that we know him as El Greco, okay, the Greek one, who settled himself in here. El Greco is this painter who paints these elongated images, like very spiritual, trying to reach God. So El Greco had his basis here. If you come to Toledo, really you have to come inside of the cathedral, because if you go to the sacristy, you have all of the apostles there. You have in the Santo Tomé, the church, the burial of the Count of Gas, which is one of my favorite paintings in the world. If you know, I will post right after this broadcast the painting of El Conde Orgat that I love so much. Oh, this here, it's a poster, let me show it to you, of one of the paintings. I know it's dark, but it might not show well. As I said, I'm going to post the Conde Orgat, okay? Let me see if you can get to see. So, because his iconography, the way he painted was so such a peculiar way that everybody knows what I'm talking about when Greco, that is. You to come all the way to here if you are in Madrid. Really is perfect for a day trip, but if you can make it more than just a day trip, if you could sleep in the city of Toledo, and I would really recommend you to come out at night, especially in the summer. The summer here in Toledo gets to be quite cold, quite hot, so at night temperatures fall down, and I don't know, I wish you could feel the energy through the camera, because really there's something in this city that I don't know what it is, that comes out at night when all the tourists, the daily tourists go. It just comes alive and it's gorgeous and it's beautiful. So everybody, come to Toledo, because really it's an amazing, amazing town. As I always say, please, if you like this little tour that I did for you today, give me a like, and please share it. The more people that knows about Spain, the better, because we want everyone to come over here, because we love our country, our history. If you want to know what I'm up to, if you want to know the articles I'm writing in my post, the podcast and everything, send me your email. That way I can keep you updated with everything I'm doing. Well, that's pretty much all I want to do. Tomorrow I'm heading down to southern Spain, so I'm keep on broadcasting. So hey, stay tuned, because I try to do at least one every 2 days, one of these live shows. Okay, so let me turn the camera around so we get to see our last glance of the Cathedral of. Hey, you're welcome, Emily. Thank you so much. There we go. There she is. The beautiful Catedral de Toledo, the Cathedral of Toledo. Okay, my friends, have a wonderful, wonderful day.